Elizabeth Bathory, also known as the Blood Countess, was a Hungarian noblewoman born in 1560. She gained notoriety for her alleged sadistic and gruesome crimes, making her one of the most infamous figures in history. While the exact details of her actions are disputed and shrouded in legend, the stories surrounding her have solidified her reputation as one of the most prolific female serial killers. Elizabeth Bathory was born into a wealthy and influential family. Her lineage boasted connections to royalty, and she enjoyed a privileged upbringing. However, her early life was marked by some unfortunate events. It is said that she suffered from seizures and epilepsy, and as a remedy, she was subjected to various treatments involving the blood of others. As a young girl, Elizabeth was exposed to acts of violence and cruelty. She witnessed executions and was even taught about Satanism and the occult by some members of her family. These experiences, coupled with her privileged position in society, shaped her character and may have contributed to her later actions. At the age of 15, Elizabeth married Ferenc Nadasdy, a fellow nobleman. Their marriage was arranged, as was common at the time, and they had 5 children together. After Ferenc's death in 1604, Elizabeth's behavior reportedly became more erratic and extreme. It is during this time that the accusations of her heinous crimes began to surface. According to accounts, Elizabeth Bathory, aided by her servants and accomplices, lured young girls to her castle under the guise of offering them employment. Once inside, these unfortunate victims were subjected to unimaginable torture and cruelty. Elizabeth allegedly believed that bathing in their blood would preserve her youth and beauty, a practice she indulged in regularly. The exact number of victims attributed to her varies greatly, with some sources claiming hundreds, while others suggest a more moderate number. Eventually, the rumors and testimonies against Elizabeth became too numerous to ignore. In 1610, her castle was raided, and evidence of her crimes was discovered. The authorities arrested her, along with several of her collaborators, including Dorothea and János Udvari. They were all accused of heinous acts of murder and torture. Elizabeth Bathory was tried in 1611, although the trial itself was unconventional due to her high social status. She was ultimately found guilty of her crimes and sentenced to life imprisonment. However, because of her noble status, she was not executed but rather confined to her castle. She spent the remaining years of her life in prison until her death in 1614. The legacy of Elizabeth Bathory continues to capture the imagination of people around the world. Her story has inspired numerous works of literature, art, and film. While the exact extent of her crimes remains a subject of debate and speculation, there is no denying the lasting impact she has had on the popular perception of female serial killers. Elizabeth Bathory's name has become synonymous with cruelty, sadism, and the dark depths of human depravity.